This is the start of the greatest talk ever given. When Jesus started his ministry, he kind of gave this sermon that gets called the Sermon on the Mount. And it's quoted and it's extended, and it's something that is seen all over. And I'm just going to go through it tiny chunk by tiny chunk and just say, what does this say to us? So let me read to you two very short lines at the start. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. God blesses those people who depend only on Him. They belong to the kingdom of heaven. When Jesus came, kings were normal. There was a Roman Empire, but there were kings and rulers, and there weren't democracies. So him coming and say there's a whole different way, he's got to talk about kingdom, kingship, and a different community. He's talking about a different way of living. And he's saying who gets to be in the kingdom of heaven, this new way of living and doing stuff that comes from heaven to earth and is the best way to live. So he's saying your world's in a mess. I've got this better way. This is how you come this way. The first key is to depend on Him alone. These aren't easy. Depend only on God, not on yourself. The only way you learn a new way of doing things is to put yourself into the hands of a trainer or a teacher. There's a couple of things I'd really like to do, and I'm a little bit worried about finding the right person. If I was to try as a 39-year-old to take up skateboarding, say, which I'm really not going to do, other than the fact that I'm probably not flexible enough and I'm going to chip all my bones, I'd want to trust the person who's teaching me. The first thing that Jesus is saying is, hey, if you want to come this new way, you've got to trust me and follow me. And that means my ways, not your ways, mate. And that means this book, the Bible, which shows my ways, comes first over your thinking. That doesn't mean switch your brain off, but it means, hey, my stuff first. It means starting out of relationship and asking Him and including Him, not as we're used to doing stuff our own way. This is an amazing talk that Jesus is giving, because just the first two lines, it's like, whoa, right, okay. If you want to come on this journey of following Jesus, He says it starts, the blessing, the goodness, the good stuff comes from depending only on Him. And then you are somebody who belongs in this new kingdom He's creating. He's saying, hey, come on, depend on me. Even though you've been let down by loads of people, give me a try. Depend on me, talk to me, read my stuff, follow me, look at me for an example. Make that the thing that you focus on over everything else. The loudest voice. Turn the other voices off and listen to me, He says. And it will bless you. And what that means is it will be a good thing for your life. Blessing is just the best way that things could be. It's not the easy good life. It's difficult at times, but it leads you into the best way, rather than something that might seem good at the start but ends up going downhill. What would it look like for you to depend on Him first, foremost, and only?